There's a reason you've always felt different, not just different like you don't fit in, but different like you're made of something ancient, untamed, and unapologetically powerful. And yet, your whole life, you've been told to dim that, to soften, to suppress, to act like the light, to smile when you wanted to scream, to forgive when your soul demanded justice, to glow when your energy was forged in shadow. And it hurt, didn't it? It hurt because it was a lie. You were told to be the light. But what if I told you you were never meant to be? What if I told you that you are one of the dark chosen ones? What if your soul wasn't designed to radiate like the sun, but to move like the night sky, vast, mysterious, magnetic, and undeniably sacred?
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons.
What if your power doesn't come from purity, but from depth? From the way you can sit in silence with the broken, from the way you can hold the pain others run from the way you can walk into the dark and not flinch, and yet here you are, exhausted, numb, anxious, burnt out from trying to be something you're not. Because no one told you the truth. Dark chosen one, stop living like the light. It hurts you so much. You are not broken. You are not too intense. You are not dangerous. You've just been trying to live in a frequency that was never meant to hold you. You've been trying to play a role that was written for someone else. You've been trying to radiate when you were meant to reveal. Because the dark is not evil. The dark is not wrong. The dark is raw power. And you are the keeper of that power. You are the one who remembers what others forget. You are the one who sees what others can't. You are the one who feels everything and turns it into transformation. But no one ever taught you how to hold that. So you hid it. You feared it. You tried to heal it out of yourself. And that's where the damage began. Because every time you tried to be the light, you abandoned your own essence. Every time you forced yourself to feel love and light when your soul was roaring with grief or rage or silence, you shattered a piece of your own alignment. And now you're here, barely holding on, wondering why you feel so off, even though you've done all the inner work, all the meditations, all the affirmations, all the rituals. It's not because you're failing. It's because you're fighting your own design. You are not here to escape the dark. You are here to master it. You are the priestess, the warlock, the shapeshifter, the shadow walker. You are the one who can walk into the underworld of the human experience and come back with truth in your teeth. And that is not light work. That is dark magic. That is sacred. That is rare. That is needed now more than ever. But you need to stop pretending. You need to stop performing light when your gift is in the depth. You need to stop betraying your own nature. Because the world doesn't need more light right now. The world needs integration. The world needs the ones who can hold both. The world needs you. But let me be clear, walking as a dark chosen one is not easy. It's not glamorous. It's not trending on Instagram. It's a path of radical self-honesty, wild devotion, and sovereign power. It's a path that asks you to stop running from the parts of yourself that were labeled too much and instead crown them. So I want to ask you something now. And I want you to answer from your gut, not from your trauma, not from your conditioning, not from your conditioning. When did you first learn to fear your own power? Was it when they told you you were too emotional, too intense, too angry, too sensitive, too dark? What if none of that was ever too much? What if it was too much for them because they had forgotten how to hold it? But you haven't. You've always known there's something different about you, something ancient, something eternal, something dangerous in the best way. But you were taught to fear it, taught to control it, taught to channel it into productivity or people-pleasing or performance. And now the soul is starving because no amount of pretending to be light will ever feed a soul that was born from the dark. So what do? You return. You stop pretending. You reclaim the dark as sacred. You stop trying to be good and start being true. You stop trying to be high vibrational and start being real. Because the dark is not low frequency. The dark is primordial frequency. It's the void before creation. It's the womb of the universe. It's the shadow that gives light its shape. And you, dark chosen one, are a guardian of that space. You are the midwife of death and rebirth. You are the one who can walk into someone's pain and not need to fix it, but witness it. You are the one who can sit in silence and hear what no one else is saying. You are the one who can feel the shift in a room before a word is spoken. That's not weakness. That's power. But here's the truth. To reclaim that power, you must stop living like a counterfeit version of yourself. You must stop forcing yourself to be positive when you're processing. You must stop dimming your truth to make others comfortable. You must stop healing what doesn't need to be healed but harnessed. Because your anger, it's sacred fuel. Your grief, it's ancestral wisdom. Your silence, it's ancient language. Your darkness, it's your portal. So here's what I want you to start doing practically, daily, devotionally. Honor your cycles. You are not linear. You are not solar. You are lunar, tidal, volcanic. Stop forcing yourself to be productive when your soul is in winter. Rest, withdraw, feel. You'll rise again, but not on someone else's schedule. Speak from your depths. Don't filter your truth to be digestible. Speak from your bones. From your belly. Pray from the storm in your chest. Let your voice be a spell, a sword, a signal to those who are also waking up. Reclaim the sacred rage. Rage is not wrong. Rage is sacred. It's holy fire. It's the destroyer of systems that exploit. Let it move. Let it teach you. Let it burn away the lies. Stop bypassing. You don't need to be love and light all the time. You need to be honest. You need to be whole. That means sitting with your shadow. That means loving the parts of you that feel unlovable. That means not running from discomfort, but meeting it. Create from the dark. Your art, your words, your magic, it doesn't need to be pretty. It needs to be real. Let it bleed. Let it howl. Let it shake the foundations. That's what the world needs now. You are not here to be accepted by the old paradigm. You are here to end it, and that means you will be misunderstood. It means you will be feared. It means you will be called names, rejected, even demonized. But you know what? So were the prophets. So were the witches. So were the oracles. But they didn't stop, because they weren't here to fit in. They were here to initiate change, and so are you. So I ask you again, who are you beneath the mask of light? Beneath the spiritual performance, the polite smiles, the constant need to be balanced. Who are you really when you let the dark speak? What does your soul sound like when it stops whispering and starts roaring? That voice, that truth, that frequency, that's what we need now. Because the world is not only out of balance, it's afraid of balance. It's addicted to light. But light without dark is just illusion. And you, dark chosen one, are the missing piece. You are the balance. You are the reckoning. You are the return. And the moment you stop pretending, the moment you stop living like the light and start living like the truth, the moment you stop fearing the dark and start channeling it, that's when everything changes. That's when your power awakens. That's when your path begins. That's when you become who you were always meant to be. You felt it, didn't you? That strange ache in your bones, that pressure in your chest, that unexplainable knowing that you were meant for something more, but not more in the way the world defines it. Not fame, not followers, not money, but impact. Raw, soul-shaking, paradigm-breaking impact. And yet, every time you tried to show the world who you really were, something pulled back. Something whispered, they can't handle you. Something in your nervous system clenched. You were too much, too intense, too different. And that something wasn't wrong. Because the truth is, the world does fear you. It fears what you represent. It fears the depth you carry. It fears the truth you were born to speak. It fears the dark. But not because the dark is evil, because the dark is free, and the world is addicted to control. You, dark chosen one, are a threat to the systems that feed on silence. You are the shadow that reveals the illusion. You are the mirror that shows what others don't want to see. And that is your sacred role. But it's also why you were taught intentionally or not to suppress yourself. Because if you ever fully stepped into your power, if you ever stopped apologizing for your depth, if you ever stopped editing your truth to make it palatable, the game would end, and something new would begin. But here's what they don't want you to realize. Your shadow is not your weakness. It's your weapon. Not a weapon of violence, but of truth, of clarity, of liberation. Your shadow is the part of you that remembers what the world forgot. It's the part of you that says, no more pretending. It's the part of you that refuses to be manipulated, controlled, bought, or silenced. It's the part of you that's wild, sovereign, and uncontainable. And that part, that's the part the world needs now more than ever. But let's be honest, you've probably been afraid of your shadow too. Because you were taught to be. You were taught that your rage is wrong, that your silence is suspicious, that your power is dangerous. And so you tried to become acceptable. You tried to be nice. You tried to be soft. You tried to be light. But every time you did that, you betrayed your own nature. And that betrayal, that's what caused the pain. Not your shadow, your resistance to it. Because your shadow is not here to destroy you. It's here to free you. It holds the keys to your purpose. It holds the map to your medicine. But to access it, you must stop running. You must turn and face it. You must look into your own eyes and say, I see you. I know you. I love you. Let's burn, because the shadow is not a place of punishment. It is a place of initiation. You don't enter it to be punished, you enter it to be reclaimed. And when you emerge, you don't come back the same. You come back whole. So I want to walk with you through this initiation right now. Because if you're still watching, still listening, still breathing, it means you're ready. Not ready to be perfect, ready to be real. So let's begin. Ask yourself, what truth have I been too afraid to speak because I feared rejection? What parts of me have I silenced to stay safe? What rage have I buried so deep that it now shows up as anxiety, fatigue, or apathy? These are not surface-level questions. They are soul-level invitations, because your truth is not polite. It is not comfortable. It is not cute. Your truth is a blade. It cuts through illusion. It slices through programming. It severs the chains you've wrapped around yourself to survive in a world that punishes realness. And that's why you felt like you're dying inside. Because a part of you is. The false self. The performance. The mask. It's crumbling. And what's rising in its place is you. The real you. The shadow-born, chaos-forged, untamed you. The you that doesn't need to be understood to be powerful. The you that doesn't need to be liked to be truthful. The you that doesn't need to be spiritual to be sacred. That is your essence, and it's time to live from it. But let's go deeper. Because this isn't just about healing yourself. This is about leading the others. The ones who are still trapped in the illusion. The ones who are quietly drowning in their own denial. The ones who feel the same pull you felt but don't yet have the words, the courage, or the space to name it. They are waiting for someone to go first. They are waiting for you. That's the paradox of the dark chosen one. You are the one they fear and the one they need. You are the destroyer and the midwife. You are the storm and the silence after. You are the death of the lie and the birth of the truth. And once you accept that role, not from ego, but from essence, everything changes. You begin to walk differently, speak differently, love differently. You stop trying to convince people of your worth. You start embodying it. You stop trying to change people. You start transmitting truth. You stop apologizing for your darkness. You start blessing it, because your darkness is not a void. It is a womb, a place where new realities are conceived, a place where the future is gestated. And you are the guardian of that womb. So stop trying to be digestible. Stop Stop trying to be spiritual in the way they told you to be. Stop trying to be a light worker when you're a shadow walker. You don't need to vibrate higher. You need to anchor deeper. Because it's from the depths that you pull others out. It's from the darkness that you bring the gold. It's from the shadow that you liberate. But first, you must liberate yourself. So I ask you now, can you love the part of you that was never meant to be liked? Can you trust the part of you that doesn't want to be understood but felt? Can you honor the part of you that is here to disrupt, not to destroy, but to reveal? That is your task. That is your power. That is your truth. You are not here to be light. You are here to be true. And in being true, you become the bridge between worlds. Not the kind of bridge that pleases everyone. The kind of bridge that awakens them. So stop waiting. Stop shrinking. Stop pretending. It's time to rise, not in the way they told you, in the way only you can, because your rise will not look like the light. It will look like a storm. It will look like a scream. It will look like silence that shakes the walls. And that's exactly what this world needs. You are the forbidden power. You are the prophecy. You are the shadow the light forgot. But not anymore, because now you remember. So here we are. You've walked through the fire. You've stared your shadow in the eyes. You felt the weight of your own forgotten power rise through your bones like something ancient remembered. You're not pretending anymore. You're not playing small to make others comfortable. You're not trying to fit a mold that was built to contain you. You're here to walk as the shadow walker. You are the final initiation. But before we go further, pause. Breathe. Feel your body. Feel your presence. Because what's about to happen is not just a transmission, it's a transformation. You're not watching a video anymore. You're standing at the edge of everything you thought you were, and the threshold of everything you came to be. This is the moment you stop hiding. This is the moment you stop healing yourself so you can go back to being acceptable. This is the moment you stop seeking wholeness so you can finally be loved. No, this is the moment you realize you were whole before the world told you otherwise. You were divine even in your rage. You were sacred even in your silence. You were real even when no one could see it. And now that realness is rising. You are not just reclaiming the shadow. You are becoming it. Not the distorted shadow of ego, trauma, and pain. The true shadow, the embodied archetype. The guardian of thresholds, the keeper of truth, and the breaker of spells. Because that's what you are now. You are the destroyer of illusion. You are the one who walks into the matrix and doesn't get lost in it. You are the one who sees the soul beneath the mask, the lie beneath the smile, the truth hiding under the performance. And you don't look away. You never look away. That is your power. That is your medicine. And for those of us who carry the dark codes, that is our role, to walk into the rooms no one else dares to enter, to speak the truths no one else dares to name, to burn away what is false so that what is real can finally breathe. But don't misunderstand me. This path is not about being angry at the world. It's not about judgment. It's not about us versus them. It's about clarity. It's about sovereignty. It's about being so grounded in your own soul that nothing external can distort your vision. That's what makes you dangerous in the best way. That's what makes you untouchable. Because when you stop fearing your own shadow, no one can manipulate you again. No one can control you using guilt. No one can silence you with shame. No one can exile you from belonging, because you've already belonged to yourself. That is the final initiation. To live as one who needs nothing from the world and therefore has everything to give to it. To become the real one. And the real ones? We don't flinch. We don't chase. We don't perform. We transmit. We walk into a room and the energy cracks. We speak and the illusions start to melt. We exist and the old world begins to tremble. Not because we are trying to destroy it, because we are finally telling the truth. And the truth is this: the world is starving for the real. It is choking on performance. It is dying from spiritual bypassing. It is suffocating in fake light and toxic positivity. And while everyone else is trying to ascend into some imagined utopia, you are here to bring truth back to the earth. You are here to bring truth back to the body. You are here to bring truth back to the soul, because you are not here to escape the world. You are here to reclaim it. So let's speak the final truth now. You are not light. You are not dark. You are the one who holds both. You are the axis. You are the balance. You are the bridge. You are the shadow walker. And that role is holy. It is not for the faint of heart. It is for the ones who are willing to be misunderstood. It is for the ones who are willing to be feared. It is for the ones who are willing to be alone until the others find them. Because they will. Oh, they will. The moment you embody truth, you become a beacon. Not the kind of beacon that says, "Look at me." The kind that says, "It's safe to be real now," and they will come. The other dark chosen, the other shadow born, the other real ones. They will feel your frequency and remember who they are. Because your embodiment gives them permission to stop performing. Your presence gives them oxygen. Your truth gives them home. That's the impact of the shadow walker. Not flashy, not loud, but undeniable. So how do you live it? How do you walk in this power every day, not just in theory, but in practice? Here is how. Tell the truth, even when your voice shakes. Not the curated truth, not the filtered truth. The gut level, soul deep. I'm not here to perform for you truth. Speak it, live it, breathe it. Stop fixing yourself. You are not a project. You are not a glitch. You are not a broken thing to be endlessly healed. You are a living, breathing, healing presence. Your shadow is not the enemy. It is the portal. Protect your energy like it's gold. Because it is. Stop giving your frequency to people who drain you. Stop explaining your depth to people who haven't earned the right to witness it. You don't owe them access. You owe yourself integrity. Create like your soul depends on it. Because it does. Your art, your expression, your voice, they are spells. They are weapons. They are frequencies. Don't wait until it's perfect. Let it bleed. Lead without asking for permission. You don't need a title. You don't need a following. You need clarity. That's what people follow now. Not credentials, not status. Clarity, embodiment, truth. And finally live like your life is your legacy. Because it is. Every decision you make is a vote for the world you believe in. Every boundary you set is a blueprint for someone else's healing. Every time you choose your truth over your fear, you anchor a new frequency into the grid. That is not a metaphor. That is literal. You are building the future with your presence. You are seeding a new earth with your actions. You are calling home the forgotten ones with your voice. You are not here to be liked. You are here to be felt. You are here to be remembered. You are here to be real. So rise. Rise in your rage. Rise in your silence. Rise in your grief. Rise in your power. Rise in your darkness. Because your darkness is not the absence of light. It is the presence of depth. It is the presence of soul. It is the presence of everything the world tried to erase from you. But now you remember. And once you remember, you can never go back. You don't want to. Because you are no longer here to survive. You are here to initiate. You are here to lead. You are here to liberate. And the final truth. You were never meant to fit in. You were never meant to be normal. You were meant to break the spell. And now the spell is broken. You are free. So go, walk, speak, create, lead, burn. Because the real ones are watching. The old world is crumbling, and the dark chosen are rising.